How's it going, all you mentees? Uncanny Omar here from Near Mint Condition, the home of collected editions. And we've got some breaking news from the world of the Marvel collected editions. That's right, today we're going to be talking about the upcoming Marvel Masterworks from February to July of 2025. So join me. This video is sponsored by Marvel Comics, so big thank you to David Gabriel and the fine folks at Marvel for sending us advance notice of all of these upcoming Marvel Masterworks from February until July of 2025. And you all have been asking me, where's the list? I know I've been saying it's coming, and here it finally is. We'll be looking at the covers, we'll be looking at the content. And a couple of these you might have seen already, but not everything, because we did the solicits video last month. You may have seen a couple of these, but not everything, including 2 new Marvel Masterworks Volume 1s, and of course the continuation of the Remasterworks program. We'd love to see that continue. So actually, let's go ahead and start. But before I do, smash that like button. I said, let's go ahead and start, but I was like, yeah, gotta remind people, smash that like button, please. That is a very small thing you can do, but it means the world to us. All right, now let's start with the month of February. And we kick it off with The Invincible Iron Man Volume 18. This is collecting issues 183 to 192, annual number 7, and Marvel Team Up 134, as well as Jack of Hearts 1 through 4. I love that Jack of Hearts is collected in here. Written by Dennis O'Neil, Ben Mantlo, also Bob Harris. Penciled by Luke McDonnell, George Freeman, Don Perlin, Ron Frenz, just to name a few. And both covers available the same day. And the next book is the Remasterworks of the Fantastic Four, Volume 3, continuing this line. I'll be showing both the standard edition and direct market covers here. Written by Stan Lee and, of course, the legendary Jack the King Kirby. This is issues 21 through 30, so you're going to see the Fantastic Four go up against the X-Men. They're going to team up with the Avengers, the Submariner making a return, trying to get Sue Storm to join him. Nick Fury making a return in these particular stories, the Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. But those are the 2 books that kick off that particular month. So let's move on to the month of March, where we have 2 brand new Volume 1. So we're kicking off new series of the Marvel Masterworks. We're getting into the late 70s, early 80s, so it is my absolute pleasure to get to announce the Avengers West Coast Volume 1. So getting the Marvel Masterworks treatment, we have the Avengers West Coast Volume 1. And the issues collected in here are the West Coast Avengers. That's what the title was known at the time, and then before they flipped it. 1 through 7, The Vision and Scarlet Witch, issues 1 and 2. And Marvel Graphic Novel number 27 and Wonder Man number 1. So stories in here by Steve Englehart, Al Milgrom, David Michelinie, and Bob Hall. And speaking of Avengers, it's not the only title that kicks off with a brand new number 1. But also not the only Avengers title, because we're also getting The Vision and Scarlet Witch Volume 1. That's right. The Vision and Scarlet Witch maxi series is getting the Masterworks treatment. So collected in here is The Vision and Scarlet Witch 1 through 12, West Coast Avengers number 2, Marvel Superheroes number 10, Marvel Fanfare 6, 14, 32, 48, and 58, and Solo Avengers number 5. And Steve Englehart, and of course, Richard Howell. Very interesting that both of them are coming out in the month of March. And of course, both being Avengers titles. But we're not done with the Avengers. We're not done with Remasterworks, because coming out in the month of April, we kick it off with the Marvel Masterworks Captain America Volume 1, the Remasterworks. So these are the reprints of these classic Marvel Masterworks. Volume 1 kicks off Captain America in the Silver Age with Tales of Suspense 59 through 81. And of course, stories in here by Stan Lee and Jack the King Kirby. This is when he shared the magazine Tales of Suspense with Iron Man, but only the Captain America stories are collected in here. And also in the month of April, the Spectacular Spider-Man Volume 8. So here we have Spectacular Spider-Man issues 92 to the double side 100th issue. annual number 4, and Web of Spider-Man number 1. So you have stories in here by Herb Trimpe and Al Milgrom. And you have the cover there to issue 96 with some key players during this particular time of the Spectacular Spider-Man, including Black Cat, Kingpin, and Cloak and Dagger. All right, let's move into May, because coming in May is a continuation of the Man Without Fear, Daredevil, volume number 19. So we are having the Marvel Masterworks Daredevil volume number 19 kick off May. This is issues 204 to 214, and of course this is the Dennis O'Neil and David Mazzucchelli era of Old Hornhead here. It's crazy that we're moving. I think this is stories from like the 1983, 1984, if I'm not mistaken, era. It's just, you start feeling a little bit older the more and more the Masterworks get closer to the times that you were buying comics. But then again, that's already happened with X-Men. Also coming out in the month of May is the Avengers, volume number 25. And I absolutely love that cover right there. That is an awesome freaking cover. And that particular series, or this particular Masterworks, is collecting issues 255 to 263, annual number 14, and Marvel graphic novel number 27, and the Fantastic Four 283. Stories in here, of course, by Roger Stern, Big John Buscema, David Michelinie, Bob Hall, and John Byrne. And this also has ties to an X Factor number 1 issue that kicks off a new era for the X-Men. And let's talk about June, because in June, we're getting another Remasterworks, and this time around, it's the Silver Surfer, Volume 1. This is the classic stories from Stan Lee and Big John Buscema. Now, if you have the Epic Collections, they're mapped a little bit different. That Volume 1 of the Epic Collections actually collect a lot of the stories from the Fantastic Four, whereas the Omnibus and the Marvel Masterworks start off with the Silver Surfer. It's the very first ongoing series, but this collects the first 6 issues of that ongoing series. And also in June is the Fantastic Four Volume 27. So more of the John Byrne era, collecting issues 286 to 296 with Roger Stern and Jerry Ordway. It's this time around when the Fantastic Four, the lineup changed a little bit because the Thing was out of the picture and in stepped She-Hulk. I do believe this is getting close to the end of the John Byrne era of the Fantastic Four. And people have asked me, when are we going to get the Walter Simonson Thor in Epic Collection? The Fantastic Four by John Byrne in Epic Collection? Or the Daredevil by Frank Miller? Well, we got to get those Masterworks first. So that's I think that's what needs to happen. But so here's another volume. And in July, Marvel Masterworks, Captain America, Volume 17. So we are collecting issues of Captain America 281 to 289, annual number 7, and the Falcon miniseries 1 through 4. This is the J.M. DeMatteis and Mike Zeck era, but also Christopher Priest and Mark Bright in these particular stories. And this is the cover to issue 281 that features Spider-Woman and the Constrictor and the Viper. So makes sense for Captain America Masterwork to be coming out in July. And the last book we're going to be talking about this round of announcements is Marvel Masterworks, The Incredible Hulk, Volume 19. So probably something you've noticed is the spines are also there. I do love showing everything that Marvel sent my way so you all can see what the spines look like, as well as the direct market covers. So this is the Bill Mantlo and our pal Sal Buscema era, and this is collecting Incredible Hulk 280 to 291, as well as annual number 12. And as I mentioned, that does wrap up this round of announcements for the Marvel Masterworks. Thank you to all those that have been asking. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Let me know which ones you're picking up. If you're a direct market cover only collector, or if you're good with the standard edition, which covers you're going to get, and what new line you will be picking up. But that's it, everybody. Smash that like button on the way out. Stay healthy and safe out there. Much love.